Hello everyone, it's Peter here, Piotr Fissner. Guys, so today in today's episode we will only show the procedure of replacing a hard drive to an upgraded version SSD. So here is a 500 gig SSD drive and here is HDD. This computer is an i3 HP and it has 4 gig of RAM. So I've recommended to the customer as well to upgrade to 4 gig of RAM, but unfortunately customer has a busy schedule, so we can only upgrade the hard drive today, and then we can do the upgrade of the RAM at another day. Yes, so that's 1600 RAM here. I think DDR4 or 3. I don't remember. But you'll have a name of the laptop if you would like to check. You can check it. It's irrelevant. We're just upgrading the HDD. So the best way would be to use software like Ghost or any type of imaging software which you can grasp the image of the operating system and then get this one and transfer it to SSD. Yes, but today we won't do it. We won't touch this hard drive. Okay, but we don't know which type of operating system we're using. So the only thing which we would have to know to install the same operating system would be to just turn it on and see for ourselves. Yes, we know it will be Windows 10, but we don't know, we don't know which version. Now, in most of the cases, version doesn't matter, but in some of the cases, actually it does. Okay, so in this particular case this will be worked by a mortgage advisor, and here is required to have certain version. So let me quickly go and check. It's Mortgage Brain software called, and Teams they are using because the person is doing the training. I can't give you all the details, but at the end of the day, yeah, it is really, so you can see that. And once I'll check it, okay, I'll show you as well, but I need to make sure you won't see everything here. Okay, so I'm clicking on the okay, I can put you here. So I've opened File Explorer, and by right clicking on this PC, yes, it will eventually open as in the last position in the pop-out menu, which will be now a small model. Okay, I didn't see that coming. As I saw, there was properties, but unfortunately, okay, I'll do it again. Okay, and you see in this small pop-up menu at the bottom you get properties. I'll mark it down and click it. And then you will see that there is a 4 gig of RAM. But what's more important is that, okay, we now see that it's i3 4 gig of RAM here. And what we see as well is a Windows 10 Pro. Okay, so we need 64-bit Windows 10 Pro. That's what we need to install on the SSD. Otherwise, some of the features which customer requires won't be available. Now I want to show you, delete, it's here. Control-Alt-Delete. Come on, I've pressed that. Okay, one more time. And then when you press Control-Alt-Delete, you've got Task Manager. When you use the Task Manager, you can do more details here. And you see CPU is on 100%, disk is 0%, yes, but let's open, okay, let's open memory, it's 62%, that's bad as well, yes, but let's open anything and let's observe that. You see disk automatically is 100%. Whatever you try to load something, it's CPU is not that bad. Memory, it depends how many bookmarks you open or some other apps. So this will be bad shortly as well. But the hard drive, yes, the hard drive is really slow. It's because of the HDD technology, not SSD. And again, if you want to check that hard drive, you go to the Explorer, you right click on it, and you can do manage. Yes, if you click manage, then what's happening, it's come on, because I would like to close it down and replace it. Yes, and here is the disk management, and inside the disk management you can see exactly what disks do you have. Okay, so it's 931 gigabyte. Okay, and there is a new volume F as well, so somebody create 2 partitions, and there is healthy recovery partition. Yes, so we could clone that hard drive if we would have 1 terabyte, but because we get 500 gigabytes, no can do. Yes, that's why easier for us will be to just literally take serial number from this, okay, recover it, and then use the same key to install on the new Windows 10 Pro, and I'll be right back. Okay, and just to show you that we don't need any software, yes, to get the product key for the Windows 10, all we need is just put at Google what's my Windows 10 product key, and there will be through CMD or PowerShell website showing you, and actually few, not only one, and then it's asking you only to type literally this marked path, so this line. Yes, so I've just done it, copied. I never remember it, guys. I've done it for years. I never remember, but you can see that I already have. I won't show you on my CMD here at the bottom. Yes, I won't show you on this one because you would see the product, but you see it's working. Yes, that's how easy it is. Now again, I'll pause it, I'll write it down, and we can start the procedure of replacing SSD, and then installing Windows, and then applying that key, and then finalizing the installation and letting customer know that customer can pick up their laptop. Okay, and the rest of the software I can help either to install remotely or customer can install on their own. That's it, guys. That's the whole procedure. See you soon. Okay, so Windows is shutting down at the moment while we speak. Power shut down. Yeah, I've pressed that now twice. It's just slow. Now, when you do something with a laptop or tablet, it's good to have something underneath. If you don't have a mat which you can trust, you can always take a towel or something else. Yes, it's irrelevant to be true how we will shut it down right now, but I prefer to do things right because the head will stop, automatically park itself where it should. Oh, now was the sound exactly. So when you've got it done, you can then get, that's a small, those clips are just clipping off, battery aside, and does it come with a, oh, it has a drive, optical drive, so probably I won't be even doing the download of Windows 10, and I won't be putting it onto the pen drive. I will just do it from the drive. I don't mind to wait a bit, and all we need is a either PH1 screwdriver or H0. Both should do here from what I see. So let's get something or like this even. Not ideal, but should do the trick. Need to unfasten all the screws. Yeah, that's worked fine. So we can do the drive, optical drive first. Oh, look, flying screws. Normally I would take the box for them, but because I will be putting everything back quite, quickly, then I can only put them on the side, and that's fine as well. And it's not a lot of them, so it won't take me ages. All I need to do is make sure that the length of them is not different, because if I would have different length and I would put wrong length into a wrong hole, then that automatically could cause a damage and could pop out. And I believe or not, I've done it in front of the customer. That's the problem. I've done it in front of the customer. No way, this one don't wanna open, but sometimes when laptop can be hit somewhere, and it doesn't have to be a huge pressure. Look, these are all the same sizes, as you can see, probably about 5 millimeters. 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, they are all the same, to be true. And I've done, and that screw has popped out from, you know, through to the second side. Customer didn't claim or do anything about it, but it was just nasty, you know, to do it. I said, did they want any recompensation or something? They said, no, we're happy that this is working, yes. I said, okay, sorry for that. And what else I could do, you know, we're just humans, yes. So if customer would want second laptop, believe me, I'm this kind of a person, and I would say, okay, no problem, laptop is working, but I'll buy you another one working if that satisfies the customer. That's just me, you know, I just hate send people unsatisfied, and I know I've done everything. Now I don't see screws here, okay, which is worrying me. That's why I would say below those feet I might have extra screw, okay. But at this present time I'm not worried about it, and you know why? Because probably we don't need to access it. All we need is a bit of pry tool, like my nails, and see where it's marking up here. Okay, so the question is, do we have screws underneath these or we don't? If you're not sure, you can put video on the YouTube, and you can put disassembly off and put the model, yes. That should give you a video tutorial for each particular model. Like here we don't, okay, so here we don't have anything, and the same here. Just need to make sure, because if you're not sure, you're guessing yourself, nothing, okay. I like to be wrong, so here I won't be checking because I haven't seen the case where these two were not having screws and this had, yes, so that's okay. So now what I can do is, okay, we've got, oh sorry, we've got here two screws which I haven't noticed. Okay, those are different ones, these are flat ones, and these, you should remember always the different kind, yes, like a more flat are for the keyboard side. Okay, so in that case we don't want to open it from the bottom, we want to open it from the top. We want to segregate those two things. Oh, like that. And how do I know it? It just you've done them too many, and then when you've done them too many, you just know. And it's just that some of the laptops will have from the bottom, some of the laptops will have here. I'm using pry tool. Usually I'm using my nails, but I don't mind to use pry tool as well, to be true. Just, you shouldn't put too much pressure here. If you put too much pressure, you can damage something, okay? It should pop out on its own, gently, bit by bit. No rush, don't rush it. To make a wee joke, until the Russian war with Ukraine, I was saying I'm not a Russian, I'm not in a rush, because I'm not a Russian. But now I've stopped to say that for an obvious reason, yes? Okay, I see a problem on that side, that it doesn't want to go out. We need to be careful now to not get something. Okay, I see that those pins, which normally they are clipping, yeah, one wasn't undone here. Okay, that's nearly there. That's nearly there to be true. Now from this side, and that's us. Okay, so we've got it. Now, do we have anything else? Okay, we don't know yet, because every model is different. Okay, it's showing like there would be more screws to that, but I don't see these screws. All screws are out. Don't see any here. So would it be... Whoa! Look, guys. Whoa! I didn't scratch. You see how easy is... Yeah, no scratches. Whoa! How easy is to make a mistake. How easy is to lose the patient. We don't want to do nasty things, and yet they are coming up. Come on, go out. We don't want you here. Okay. Oh, I see the hard drive. That's what we're coming for. And what, this keyboard has to go out first? No way, that's not the model. I don't see any single gap at this keyboard, so I wouldn't say that keyboard goes off first. No. Or maybe I'm wrong. How do you think, guys? Let's try the keyboard first. Okay, so I was wrong, actually. I was wrong. First keyboard has to go off. Now we've got a few additional screws, and now we can get this stuff done. Okay, so that's the first thing. That's popping out, and here you're taking out small cable. Now that's popping out to the top, and you can pull out another one. Now what left is just the screen connector, which is okay. That can leave. That can be left for now. Let's unscrew them. Now we've got a one. You see, when you can't do it because something is, you know, holding you back, you shouldn't force it. If I would force it, yes, and I didn't know, you know, what I'm expecting, but I've got to practice with it. So, as I know, if I will struggle, I will know there's an extra thing to consider, like extra screws, like they are just now, and they are all the same length. That's a good thing. Okay, and now look, we don't need to do anything. How is looking here? No spillage, no anything. No. Okay, good. So now we don't want to do anything to the hard drive. Okay, touch the metal just to get your static current off you in any way. One screw, second screw. Okay, now pull it. See, that's lightweight now. Look, see. I don't see a place here from this side, so probably the RAM will be from the other side. I don't know if there's more place or not. We need to check for the RAM as well. One screw, two screws. So here is a one screw. Just want to make sure, because if we will order for customer RAM, we need to know what to expect. Yes, that's holding because of this card here. Okay, because of the Wi-Fi card. So let's get this Wi-Fi card off the way. Okay, let's leave it. We don't. And that's the connector for the speaker. Let's get it. And now it's a connector here. Okay. So okay, it's going off. Do we have something to? I need to get the light to see what's holding us back. Once I'll know. Okay, we need to just unpin because it was going too hard on us. So there is a small clip. That small clip was holding us back, and it's still holding us back, but it's okay. Now we can see there is a second free slot for the RAM here. No, you can't see it perfectly, that's why I will show you. You see that's the one RAM module, and that's the space for the second RAM module. So I don't know if I've got this RAM module to be true. I'm thinking if I have it, if I would have it, I could always, you know, I could always get it for myself later, and I could fit it now for the customer. That would be job done and dusted, yes? But I need to pause the video, so before I'll pause it, I'll do this drive. Let's take this off, let's get the new drive. Okay, let's unscrew it. So here are two screws. One. Two. And this. Okay. Now we can get this one. Where do we have this place? Do we have it or we don't have it? No, so it's open. Okay, even better for me. Ooh. Oh no, I will be now looking for it. That's how careful you have to be. Okay. One or the other way around. No, this is good. This is good. That's fine. Okay, cool. Happy days. Oh no. Guys, I need to pause it and find that screw first before doing anything else. Okay guys, I didn't find, I have to use my own bunch of screws to get another one. It's actually different color, slightly shorter, but fits no problem, so we got it sorted. I've checked quickly as well if I've got RAM, but probably I will say no, and I don't want to go and check more because time is chasing me and customer want to collect it today. So I don't want to do anything which could, you know, stop me from delivering on time. I know I could have everything done, but because I can't, oh, now it's done. Because I can't say that yes, I got it for sure, yes, and I will waste some time on it, and then it turns out that something will go wrong, whereas now I've got a high probability chance of success with this job. So no, I'd say no, let's don't do it. Let's clean up the dust only. That's what we can do from here, because that's more important than the RAM at the moment. The customer has to live with this laptop anyway. Okay, okay. Cool. Actually, that's one of the cleanest laptops I had, to be true, for a long time. So I don't know if customer will watch it, but congratulations for not keeping up with the Kardashians, but the tidiness of this laptop. Okay, so we got everything, but it doesn't fit. That's meaning I've got it moved, yes, here. Okay, fits, and fits everywhere. Happy days. Now let's fit this Wi-Fi card back into place. But I'm happy that there is a space, one empty space, because then we can only order 4 GB memory chip, which will be cheaper always than buying, you know, one 8 gig. And I don't think customer need more for the job which I see here than 8 gig of RAM. I would say that customer can order 8 gig, but probably won't see the difference from looking at the software which is meant to be used. I would say now if it's used almost full memory, then additional 4 gig should make it, you know, like ease the pain. Okay, so we've got it sorted. We can put hard drive back together. We got polarity on only fitted one side, so we can't mix up this. You can put it. Please remember that when we will start it, boot it up, it won't boot because there's no operating system. Okay, so just keep it in mind. We can put optical drive first, because from what I see we need to put keyboard on the top anyway, so we can put an optical drive now, which we didn't know about in the first place because I don't memorize all the laptops. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So now we've got some installed, SSD installed. We've got a speaker back on. Yes, okay. Everything here is connected. So fan is connected. That's the most important part. Everything's stiff in place. Yes. So we can put top panel now back. Again, one last look. Yes, no issues. Now I see white stuff here. Okay, I don't know why I see white stuff, but I see white stuff. Okay, that's a plastic. So get a wee damage on the plastic somewhere. Where is it? Ah, here. Oh, that's a screw which left here. So this laptop, I'm going on a bet that this laptop had an issue in the past. Okay, and as I see there, those feet, yes, are there. Yes, and underneath those feet will be screws hidden, because I see those screws here. So what's happening is, I'll show you. See, this one is damaged, and this one is damaged. whereas we never done anything. This one actually is not damaged, it's only the insert is still there in the main board here. Yes, so it's still here. In the same story, it's here. So we could use some epoxy glue or something, but to be true, I don't recommend that. As long as it's firmly holding, I would just leave it as is. Just don't bang this laptop or do nasty stuff to it. Now, before doing anything, if you're doing it and you don't have big experience or anything, just starting off with laptops, you shouldn't put everything back together. You should only put as minimum as possible. Whereas I don't mind to unclip those clips. Okay, I don't mind to do it. You could try to start it up right now. Okay, and then clip it once you know that it's starting up. Yes, first, as I said, I don't mind. Okay, so now we can put those 5mm screws here, which are 1, 1, 2, and 2 more after that. Okay, that's 3, and the last one will be on the right, which is 4. Just here, they've got a nice markup. It's a good thing that you can't mix them up. All of them are 2.5 on 5mm, so that's okay. Now we can cover this one, which, to be true, that wouldn't make a change. Don't know why they've placed it. It's not a special type of tape anyway. Like here, you've got a yellow kind. I'll show you. Yes, it can be Captain tape, but then it would, let's say, serve a purpose if that would be on that side. But it's only clear tape, so I don't know why they've placed it. Don't ask me, because I'm not a manufacturer, so I got no idea why they've done what they've done. Okay, I won't be putting keyboard in. Okay, guys, I will be trying to boot it up. I mean, not boot it up, well, again, another plastic. And let's try to, no battery, so it won't boot, because of course I did everything but the battery. Battery is tiny, it's just something like that inside, might be different color. It's just 4 of them max, no more than that, and if unlucky it's 3 of them only. Okay, it's booting up. We can see no bootable device. We can try Ctrl+Delete as well, it's working. Okay, so we can clip this, we can switch it off. Can clip this keyboard in place. Okay. Oh, you see, that's why I'm doing it always twice, because if I will miss some clip, then I can get this clip the next time. Yes, that's why at least 2 times I prefer to do it. That's experience, you know. Everything comes with that experience. Now I won't be putting screws back, not at all, because putting screws is just a minute or 2, yes, and they are all back. But we need a Windows 10, and we don't install Windows without a power supply. If you will do it, sooner or later you will be crying out loud, but from your stupidity. Because if it will die, you have to start whole process back over again. So we've got a charging light, we're safe and sound. We can look for Windows 10. I don't know if I've got it here somewhere. No, okay, so I'll pause it and I'll get media first ready. Okay guys, so I couldn't find my media, my DVD with Windows 10. So I went to Microsoft website. Actually, I went to Google and I put, say, download Windows 10. Then it take me to this page. Yes. And then it was download tool. So I downloaded the tool as always. Create Windows 10 media. This one here. And once you click it, it will be a small tool, like a few megabytes maybe, just small tool. Then it's asking you, do you want to update this operating system, or you want to create a media like USB, ISO, and so on. Yeah, so I've chosen to get an ISO, but on the USB. Yeah, so I've chosen that, and it was asking me just to get the USB ready. Actually, it said it didn't have, so I took my working USB stick, and that's it. You know, I've inserted, put the NTFS partition on it, and automatically this tool have recognized it. Or you could press refresh several times. Then it's doing the progress right now. So it will be downloading. It's preparing now, then it will be downloading. Once downloaded, it will be installing. Once installed, that's it, you know, so it's not a problem. But I won't be keeping you through that process, to be true. Let it be on the charge for the moment. Let it download, let it do its thing. I'll use the time, I'll screw those screws in, and that's it. And we will see each other once this process will be finished, because then we need to use this USB into that laptop and install Windows 10 on customer's laptop. And that's us, guys. So see you soon. Okay guys, so I've got a pen drive, yes, Kioxia, and I don't see a blue color of the USB port. Normally that would be the quicker port, whereas here it's you can't distinguish the difference, so we will just pick any. Now, because this had this USB which have the Windows now, which process has finished on its own, so there was nothing to, you know, like show. So that should boot up on its own, yes? It should, if everything is okay with the pen drive, I mean. If it doesn't, oh, you see, that's starting up. That's the process. If no, we need to put this model of a laptop and then key, like a boot key, yes, in the Google search. Okay, language to install in the Kingdom, time currency using keyboard, extended. United Kingdom extended. Install now. Now I will need to wait. It will prepare the hard drive, and we will put the key. So yeah, boot key for this model, and then you would know which key you need to press in order to get the boot menu for this laptop. Yes, but you see, this laptop was prepared so that we can boot up when the new hard drive is mounted. So that's fine. Accept the license term. That's okay. I prefer a mouse, so install, yes. To be true, it wants to do it automatically. I don't know unless are reserved. Okay, that's okay. That's fine. So we can just press next. To be true, create partition. Okay, the existing one for more information. Okay, so here we can format it, or we can actually, you know what, we can delete it. Windows can do on its own, and here as well, delete. Okay, and now we can put new full, so whatever size it's shown here, you can just neglect it and click apply. Yes, that's okay. And then you see it created even in a bit different way, and we can do the largest partition which you see out of them. You can just click next because it will format on its own. So even though it's typing, you know, like a copying files, yes, don't worry about it. Windows is, you know, I call it stupid proof, yes. So whatever we will do wrong, it will correct it here, not it will correct it here. Now we need to wait for the process because it's an SSD and from pen drive it doesn't take ages, but please feel free to skip it because we are recording already for 40 minutes. I'm doing this job for over 1 hour because I had to download it from the internet, put it on the pen drive, yes. So now, so I'm doing it over 1 hour anyway, but you don't have to wait, yes. I want to show you the real time. So you can just put right arrow, and it will speed up, but at least you can see how long it takes to install it, yes. It's not a long time. Then it will be installing features and booting up and so on, yes. So let's wait. 25% already done. Get you closer. Okay. I know it's not vivid, I know it. Over 37, nice. Yes, great. 38. So it's just a few minutes, not long because it's an SSD, not hard drive. If this would be hard drive, believe me, I would pause it because that would take far more, up to 10 times longer than it's taking. Already 50%, you see. Getting 50% of files done. 56. 60, great. Ooh, look, I'm trying to show you. So from this side, really, it's better. 61, 70, sorry, 72, 74, 5. Hopefully you can see clearly because I see it as a blurry on the previous screen, but it's nearly 80%, 79, and 80, yes. Not a long time has left. $90 last percents. Come on, chop chop. 95, great. So only 5%. Come on, chop chop. People are waiting. 4, 3, 2, 1, come on, 1. Yeah, 100. You see, installing features already. If this would crash for any reason, you will have some issues with either ISO file which you've downloaded, so the installation media or the file itself, or it can be a hardware issue, yes, because that's what can be. Now we can click restart, you don't have to wait on it. Again, here it should feel, but it's better to take it out. It should boot up on its own. Yes, and it's booting up on its own. You can insert it after this is done, or you could leave it, just leave it, yes. But if the installation has started, then automatically this should be okay, because these files should be copied onto the hard drive by now, yes. With Linux it's showing you remove media, whereas Windows it just not done by people for people, it just done, well, it was done from people to people, but it was done to make money as well, whereas Linux is done to serve better, I'd say. Getting ready. So yeah, it's take about, I'd say, 10 minutes on SSD. On NVMe, on the newest NVMe drives, it's taking just even quicker than that. Like, not 10 times quicker, but several times quicker than that. It's like 30 to 70 megabits per second is reading from the hard drive from top of my head. Or megabytes? No, megabits. And you can Google it. And SSD is not 300, not 30 to 70, but 300 to 500 megabits per second. Yeah, so that's how quick versus SSDs versus a regular hard drive. And then NVMe, it's up to 3000, let's say, yes. But it's in reality, yes and no. Not always, not every time, and so on. The same SSD versus hard drive, but you win with small files. If you get a lot of small files, you win with SSD and NVMe. You lose with HDD. But again, if you want to store photos, that will make more difference. But if you want to store movies, like I'm recording on YouTube, and I would like to have the backup, yes, of all the videos, which I don't care, to be true, but if I would want to, yes, then yes, then that would be a reason to make a backup, and then hard drive would make more sense due to the cost. Okay, it's booting up, so it should not read from this hard drive, from this pen drive anyway. It should read from Windows partition now. Okay, we will see. You'll have a good example if I'm right or wrong. Just a moment. Because default boot is from hard drive, yes, so now it's a SSD. Whereas if you've got no boot partition or boot sector marked on that drive, then it will check other places. That's why you've got a Cortana.
Hi there.
Yes? Oh.
I'm Cortana, and I'm here to help.
And I don't care. Yes?
A little sign in here, a touch of Wi-Fi there, and we'll have your PC ready for all you plan to do.
I'm not planning to do.
Use your voice or the keyboard along the way, and if you'd like me to stay quiet, just select the little microphone icon towards the bottom of your screen.
Thank you. You see, and that's pretty much. The rest is like a more of a next. Yes, it's just, you know, like nothing extraordinary. Here's the United Kingdom, of course, and this probably will take a Windows key. Skip. Will take Windows key. Okay, I don't have internet for now. Okay, continue with limited setup. The name, there was a name called admin. Let it be admin. Yes. Let's go. Password. Let's do some simple password, capital Q, and let's let customer know that that's the password and they need to change it. We need to put the BitLocker anyway. Security question 1. What's your first pet name? Okay, for this account. Okay, that's for my account only, so I can put my dog's first name, which I wouldn't put because that's not the first dog. Then the second question, what's your name of the city you are born? Okay, I'll lie as well, Livingston, because of course I haven't been born in Scotland. And what's your childhood nickname? Peter, because of course my Polish name is Piotr, so guess what, it's not. Apps needs location, no, because customer didn't specify. And find my device, no, customer can always turn on the feature and I can let customer know. Send required optic, no, send only diagnostic, data, accept, and no, don't use my diagnostic because it's only 4 gig of RAM and the spec is only i3. Express, let Microsoft diagnostic, no, recommend you more generic, yes. You can read it when you're doing your own one. Let's use apps, no. The number of ads won't change, but who cares? Help you get things done, not now. I don't want to put customer into the position that I force something. And that's why, you know, that's why I'm leaving the choice for no, yes, rather than choice for yes. Okay, so that's I think few minutes only as well. Several minutes. I would say postpone or move on a bit. Move on. Skip the video. Can take this pen drive. Yes, we don't need that pen drive, as you see. After first boot, you don't need it. Yes, this pen drive is saving my butt. To be true, I don't need to burn these DVDs. Mainly I'm moving in between 2 to 3 things on this pen drive, so I could end up with 3 pen drives, let's say. And this is Microsoft Windows 10, Ubuntu, always the recent LTS version. And what else is there? And Xbox OSU 1, Operating System Update 1, yes, for Xboxes. And depending on the model you need as well, OSU 2. Almost there. Yay, happy days. So I've got let's see if the copy of this Windows is activated, because it should be, to be true, it should be professional, Windows Professional. Windows 10 Home. Change the or upgrade edition of Windows. Here, you see. Activate Windows now. Change product key. Okay, and here you can put, I'll do it and we will see if it will allow us, because I want to put the one which is Windows Pro, and then we can continue. Okay guys, so I'm back. I'm upgrading now from Windows Home, because what's happening is that when you install normally and it's unable, you see we can't activate it. That's fine, you know, that's as long as it will upgrade, then that's fine. Yes, it doesn't have to activate. It won't activate, yes, because of course it won't, but it should upgrade. See, that's the key here. Okay. Let's restart it and let's see. Because if you don't, let's say, if you've got Windows with Windows 10 Home, let's say, and you want to just apply new Windows 10 Pro key, it won't work, because this is reading still the key from the BIOS, yes, or UEFI. So what I want to say is you need to first apply an upgrade key, which won't activate your Windows, but it will just upgrade, you see, adding features, yes. Now when it will add those features, we will turn it on. It should have, normally it has Windows Professional. If not, I'll pause, I'll fix it, and I'll tell you how I've done it, yes. And then you can apply your key and activate it, and then you've got a proper Windows Professional key. You've seen that key, you can write it down, or you can Google that website, or the solution even online, you can Google it. That's always the same, actually. Unfortunately, you can't do it straightforward because of this BIOS key, which is here inside, and Windows is Windows, it has its own rules, so we need to follow these rules. But as long as the customer last operating system had that and was written Windows 10 Pro, yes, then we're happy to apply it for the customer because we know what was the key. We've applied that key, and now we will apply that key, yes, which is originally on that hard drive, which is, we're just making sure that it is what it was, yes, here. Let's scroll down. Okay, now we've got a 10 Pro, yes, you see. Now if it's 10 Pro, we can just oh, it's activated. Okay, everything fine. I thought that because of that error will be some issue, but it's okay. In that case we don't need to do anything else, yes. Customer has activated copy of Windows 10 Pro, and that's us, guys. So that's it. Now it's only the software which customer requires. Problem resolved. So we've got 56 minutes of recording. I've done about over 1.5 to 2 hours work, yes. That's what I've done for this laptop, and I will finish it off probably in the next half an hour. So it's up to 2 hours, let's say, or maybe slightly above those 2 hours. But apart from that, we see the whole process, how to do the SSD swap, yes, to upgrade the laptop from HDD. We see that we've got a one slot as well. We can buy extra 4 gig of RAM to this laptop, and that's a lower cost for customer if customer would have to buy 8 gig of RAM, which is a nice thing. And replacing it, like adding it up, it's upgrading it, it's not a long time. Now the next thing is that we done the upgrade from Windows 10 Home to Windows 10 Pro, which means customer can now enjoy the same operating system and only install necessary apps, yes. So that's pretty much it, to be true, and we can only ask customer what apps customer want us to install. Once customer will say these and these apps, yes, I know roughly which apps it was there, so we can install it, and customer will be left only with, I think, 2 applications on their own to install at home, which is great. And if no, I can help remotely on the remote desktop, like through TeamViewer, Zoom, or even my Nextcloud, yes, stuff. It's okay, yes. And then we can finish the setup. But we've done everything, yes. So see, at end of each video on this channel, I'm trying to sum up what has been done for the customer. If customer has any important data on it, we can always use external enclosure and have it as a backup drive. No need to throw it away. It is slow drive, but it is still working, and if it still works, no problem. I see no problem with that. That's it. That's all I can say. We've got a 1 hour recording. Sorry guys, but that's what it is. And at least you know the procedure of upgrade from HDD to SSD and from Windows Home to Windows Pro. Yes. So thank you guys, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.